Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Today on the channel is going to be episode 21 of the Unwatched Shelf series. Wow guys, 21 episodes into this. I cannot believe it, to be honest, but yeah, we've got 10 titles, so guys, thank you so much for your contribution there. So yeah, really great that this series has just got people involved and people really enjoying this series and yeah, really kind of love it's really great to hear people voting for these titles, because it just gives me kind of the oomph to kind of, you know, check out these titles sooner rather than later, and, you know, like that. Yeah, it's just great to hear kind of like from you guys, like what titles I should be getting onto sooner rather than later sort of thing. So yeah, I'm really looking forward for this series to be a continuous thing on the channel. Also, guys, I'm going to be taking this series into a slightly different direction, but more about that later on in the video. But it is exciting, it is coolio and all good into hoods there. So first one we've got is Get On Up. See what I did there? Get On Up. This was voted by Reggie. Thank you very much, Reggie. Being very supportive of my channel recently is Reggie. Thank you so much. And many of you guys have as well. Thank you, Reggie. Really appreciate that. War Dogs. This was voted by Ash at Popcorn and Horror. Thank you very much, Ash. I'm really am enjoying your content lately, mate. It's been fantastic. Larry Crown. This was voted by Ian Thompson. Thank you very much, Ian. Really do appreciate that. The Kite Runner was also voted by Ian. Then we have Cheap Thrills. This was voted by Jock. I'll just get this out. The shrink wrap. Sorry, guys. Oh, if I can get this out. That's what she said. Right. Yeah. That's better. Cheap Thrills. Bit like with Happy Mondays, although it won't give me, I'm sure it won't give me any belly aches. Then, What Happens in Vegas Stays in Vegas might be the sequel. This was voted by Angelo Napan Films. Thank you, Ange. Really do appreciate that. Time Bandits. Now, this was voted by a few people. This was voted by Kylo, Mark, Bushman Blue, and Chris, Geordie and Film Geek. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. That's what she said again. And I'm going to find a Blu-ray. I'll find a Blu-ray. Can I be asked going on that shelf? Nah, sods that. I'll take... I'll put it in this Despicable Me, case for now. It's probably despicable that I'm putting the wrong disc in the case, but there we go. Then we have Picking Up the Pieces. This was voted by Craig, Cy, Hills on the Hunt, and Kylo. Thank you very much, boys. Really do appreciate that. And we've got The Safety Last. This was voted by, I should have saved this one to last, but never mind. The Safety Last, this was voted by, oh, my jokes are terrible today. Apologies, folks. The Safety Last, this was voted by Roy. So, yeah, thank you very much, Roy. Really good stuff. I hope you had a good time away, by the way, Roy, because I know you was away recently, similar time to when I was away as well for a few days. So yeah, hope you had a good time, bud. And that, so I'll find another Blu-ray case for that as well. We'll put it in this one, Wreck It Ralph. Hopefully Ralph won't wreck this disc. I'm sure Ralph won't though. And Up in the Air, which it is now, ironically, and this was voted by Reggie. So, guys, that is all the titles now in this banging TK Maxx bag. So now we're going to find out what title I'll be checking out here today on the channel. So guys, you know what to do. Stick the kettle on, grab yourself a cuppa or a coffee or a hot chocolate or a beverage of your choice, and we're going to find out what title I'll be checking out here today on the channel. Bring on episode 21. Let's go.
Blu-ray stacking up, yeah, the collection grows. Singing like nobody's watching, let the good times flow. Movies on repeat, yeah, he living that life. Great guy, big heart, yeah, he doing it right. Screen light glowing while the speakers bang. Sammy G vibing to the scenes and the frames. Love for the art, yeah, the passion stay true. From the first press play to the end credits roll.
Okie doke, guys, so yeah, gonna shuffle these around. And shuffle them around. Every day the bag is shuffling. Well, all depends. Just yeah, I mean, if it's got like a lot of groceries and stuff, yeah, I'm sure that bag would be shuffling every day. Right, gonna shuffle these around. Try to. God, I'm surprised this bag has lasted long as it has. I've had this bag, was it 6 months now? I've been using this for like Blu-rays and that. Bloody Nora. And the title, just shuffle them around again, guys. Yeah. Tell you what, it's getting my Blu-ray is good exercise, I guess. It's almost like they're going for a swim. And the title is going to be. Oh, Gets On Up. Okay, so this was voted by Reggie. So Reggie, thank you very much. Ollie and Ethan have voted for this one before, so thank you very much, guys. And yeah, really looking forward to checking this one out. This is 2 hours and 20 minutes. So yeah, bit of a more of a lengthy run time, I guess. Is this one of the longest like films I think I've watched and part of like this series? I think it might have been actually, but yeah, really looking forward to watching this one though, guys, because I've heard this is a very solid James Brown biopic with Chadwick Boseman. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for your vote. As I say, I think it was Ethan and Ollie that did vote for this one before, and Reggie recently voted for this one, so thank you very much, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off here, and I will come back on camera and give you my brief review and brief thoughts on this title here. So yeah, see you shortly. Right, I have just got back from watching the film Get On Up. Directed by Tate Taylor. This is starring Chadwick Boseman, Nelson Ellis, Dan Aykroyd, Viola Davis, Craig Robinson, Octavia Spencer. You've got a really good cast to this one, and I'm trying to think, I'm pretty sure Alison January, I think she makes an appearance in this as well. Really fantastic cast, I've got to say. Tate Taylor, who directed The Help, not about the Beatles, but The Help, which is a really good film. Although I think we have got a Beatles biopic coming out next year. And yeah, also directed that film. Oh my God, it was bloody awful. What was it called? The Girl on the Train. Watched it once, guys, never again. You could call that a train wreck. Speaking of train wreck, I've still got that film to watch. Had to keep on track of that one. Oh God, all these dad jokes are already coming out. Have you missed me, guys? Anyways, the James Brown biopic. So we follow from. It's kind of in a bit of a non-linear sort of narrative. Chadwick Boseman you follow as a young James Brown, where I think he's 17 and he goes to prison. He is acquainted with Bobby Bird, who is in like a soul group, and the soul group I think James Brown's originally in is called the Famous Flames. I think it is. I think it's the Famous Flames. When James Brown performs with like that soul group, and then he meets Little Richard, and Richie sends out some good advice to James Brown, and I think this is like during 1955. Him and Bobby are in like a diner, and I think it's funny because I think that at one point they think they're a bit unsure of like, where is this going with this I think it's the record producer, the manager of King Records. I forgot his name. Oh, I forgot his name. Sorry, guys. I'll put it on the screen there. But yeah, anyways, I think it's someone brass. I think it is. So they're they're acquainted with him, and they're actually interested in signing James Brown and Bobby Bird. And at first, the manager is a little bit skeptical how things are going to go there, but then he really kind of listens into James Brown's voice and he's super impressed. But yeah, and then you just follow throughout the career of James Brown, obviously when he's touring with the Flaming, is it the Famous Flames? And then, yeah, like his friendship with Bobby Bird, you focus on his marriage, his relationship with Deirdre, and you learn about that, but you also learn about kind of his upbringing, his abusive father, played by Lenny James. And I've got to say, Lenny James, sorry, he does a really good job in this film. Plays a very, yeah, like I didn't realise how abusive his father was in this film. And then you've got Viola Davis, who plays his mother, like in the late 1930s in Georgia. And then you focus on James Brown when he's adopted by the character played by Octavia Spencer. You focus on like the wartime. You focus on about Martin Luther King. And yeah, and just the soul scene. Also, James Brown, like how he came about with soul music was through like this church and this choir. And he's like in a boxing match when he's like very young, and he's imagining like this soul group, about forming a soul group. And again, I don't know how factually correct this is, but kind of treating it as a screen portrayal and a screen presentation, I found it a really, yeah, interesting watch. But yeah, which brings me to what did I think of this film? I tell you what, guys, I really dug this. I really enjoyed it. Yep, Reggie, fair play, mate. This was a great recommendation. And to Ollie and Ethan that did vote for this one before, I really enjoyed this film here, boys. And Chadwick Boseman, probably a top 3 performance from him. I thought he did a really good job as James Brown. What I found interesting about this film as well, there's scenes where James Brown would be breaking through the fourth wall. You'd see him at certain scenes, like where he's interacting with the audience. Also, I really liked his friendship with Bobby Bird, played by Nelson Ellis. I've seen him in a couple other things, and he's a great actor as well. But yeah, I didn't like kind of realize how sort of like there's certain aspects in the film where he's really wanting to kind of push his name out there to the point where he's kind of like a cool head in a hot kitchen. And then he's kind of really wanting to kind of make some kind of brass and direct decisions. And it kind of, you see at one point in the film how what the band members take to all of this. You see the marriage between James Brown and Deirdre, and when he's come back from like obviously touring, and you see kind of there's a couple of like disagreement scenes there. Also when he spends time in prison as well. One scene where he's really going all out, kind of this decision that he's really unhappy with from this record company, or he's had like this tour dates cancelled. I just really liked, I don't think there's another biopic. Well, there is the Ian Jury biopic where you're focusing on, it's kind of done in a non-linear order where you focus on Ian Jury as an adult and then you see him as like a young child. And yeah, it's kind of similar style narrative to this, really. And yeah, I thought it was really good. Also, yeah, Lenny James, Viola Davis, also Craig Robinson. I loved his character in this. I think he plays as the sax player in this film as well. And yeah, really enjoyed the scenes there. Also, Dan Aykroyd as, I think the is it the manager? I think, is it I'm again having a bit of a mind's blank, but he was associated with King Records. I think it's Bert, I think it is. So yeah, I really love the scenes with Dan Aykroyd, and Dan Aykroyd is just a fantastic actor. Just, yeah, really good. Really enjoyed this biopic. Also, the lighting, the costumes as well. I kind of liked how there was time jumps in this film where it would go from 1955 to 1968 to 1988. There would be time jumps in this film, and yeah, also just it's just a really cool biopic, this one. And I don't listen to James Brown admittedly on a frequent basis, but you know what, guys, after watching his biopic, I've always liked James Brown's music, don't get us wrong, but after watching his biopic, I think I want to check out some more James Brown's music now and albums, because yeah, really enjoyed this biopic. And again, massive thank you to Reggie and, prior to this, Ollie and Ethan for voting for me to check this one out, because I really enjoyed my time with this. So get on up. I'm going to give it I'm going to get on up with that score, and I'm going to go 7.5 out of 10. Sod it, yep, 7.5 out of 10. Really enjoyed this one, guys, and it will be staying in the collection. Yeah, again, Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P., fantastic actor, and I think this is a top 3 like performance from him. Really enjoyed that, and will be definitely staying in the collection. And yeah, I think this one I just got under a £5, so got this for a good deal. I'm really glad I've got it part of my music related film documentary Blu-ray collection. Get on up. And of course the songs are great, and I think Thomas Newman does the score for that one as well. So guys, yeah, really enjoyed that one, guys. If you love soul music, if you love all things James Brown, I couldn't recommend that enough. So now, guys, on to the stack of titles for episode 22, and I'm going to give the deadline. Yeah, why not? Give it a go. Wednesday, the 18th of March. So now, guys, I'm going to take this series into a slightly different direction. Now, just following from a conversation I had with my good friend Cy Robson. Now, I mentioned this film, 8mm, and Cy was like, Sam, this is a really good film, and if you were to include this as like a for like a stack of titles for voting and that, I would definitely put my vote in for that. And I thought, do you know what? I had a bit of a light bulb moment where I thought, do you know what? Sai has made a really good valid point here, and that got me thinking, I'm probably now going to start involving DVDs into this mix. I just think, guys, unwatched titles on DVD has got as much right being included as unwatched titles on Blu-rays, because at the end of the day, it is the movies that matters, of course, and I think there's just a lot of movies I've got unwatched on DVD that I think it's only fair that is included in this series as well. And I think it's just great, guys. It means you've got kind of more to choose from as well in regards to like one or two votes in the mix, but also it just gives you more titles to choose from in regards to like voting for one or two titles, and it just means I'm not kind of picking and choosing and voting for the same titles over and over on Blu-ray. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna slowly start including DVDs now, and I'm really excited now to, you know, go into that, for the series to go in that avenue. And it just means, guys, more to choose from, and there's a lot of titles in there on DVD that, and some of which are quite acclaimed ones that I haven't seen. So it's a bit of an exciting new direction for this channel. So yeah, I have got 6 DVDs here. First one is 8mm. And like I say, guys, you're more than welcome to get 1 or 2 votes in 4 episodes 22 of the Unwatched Shelf series, and I'm giving the deadline Wednesday the 18th of March there. And then Cold Creek and Manor, Little Big Man with Dustin Hoffman, Heaven's Gate, The French Connection, or The French Connection 2. Well, I probably need to check out the original French Connection first. Or if you do want to vote for both French Connection films, you're more than welcome to. And then A Bronx Tale, which I picked up recently, and the Blu-rays. One I did pick up when I was in Glasgow as well, actually. Talladega Nights. Probably butchered that name, knowing me. Master and Commander, Lords of Dogtown, Fear City. I fear that Man City are going to win the league, but hopefully not. Judy and Punch. It. Hush. That's telling me to be quiet. All the titles have fallen on the floor, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, man. Dr. Terror's House of Horrors. The Trial of Joan of Arc. Kaz, Ricky and the Flash, Hard Truths. Hard Truth is Everton are probably not going to win the league anytime soon, but we're having a pretty solid season. This must be the place. That will come a bit more relatable as well when I talk about David Byrne in a future video. And then Everybody Wants Some, The Man from Laramie, I'm Still Here, which is ironic because I am. And Did You Hear About the Morgans? Oh, man. Right, guys, these titles are going to fall. They are not... Oh. Fuck. What the fuck? Right. So, guys, 1 or 2 of these titles, you're more than welcome to vote for episode 22 of the Unwatched Shelf series, or any previous unwatched titles in any previous episodes, you're more than welcome to vote for or re-vote for there. So just give a bit of a closer look there, guys. There you go. So there's that. And any previous unwatched titles in any previous episodes, you're more than welcome to vote for, re-vote for there. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that. I think I'm gonna possibly do a movie review again at some point. I do want to do my Scream ranking video at some point and my Glasgow haul video. So yeah, guys, just a little bit about that. I had an amazing time back at my parents', based in Berwick-upon-Tweed. But I had a really great time in Glasgow. I'll talk more about that in my whole video. But I went to go and see David Byrne from Talking Heads, who was fucking fantastic live. Possibly one of the best nights of my life. And that's a statement and a half right there. But yeah, just fucking amazing gig that was, which I will talk about more in a future video. And yep, recent cinema trips. I did go and see Scream 7 last week. I'll talk a bit more about that in my Scream ranking, or possibly part 1 of my March 2026 watches. And yeah, I'm off to the cinema today. I'm going to a double bill at the Market Pavilion to go and see Hoppers and, Hoppers and Mother's Pride, which I've heard pretty positive things. I did go and see The Bride last night with Jessie Buckley. Again, I'll probably talk more about that in part 1 of my March 2026 watches. And yeah, so I've got my Glasgow haul video hopefully coming out shortly. Episode 22 of the Unwatched Shelf series. Another movie review I've got planned. My Scream ranking, which I really want to knuckle down and get onto that as well. And I'm working tomorrow. Worked yesterday. Work went really well yesterday. And I'm working tomorrow. I think I'm working on Mother's Day as well. And then I'm going to Star and Shadow Cinema to go and see SLC Punk, I think, that film at Star and Shadow Cinema. So yeah, guys, hope everyone is having a wonderful week so far and a wonderful kickstart of the year and a wonderful March. And do let me know, guys, your thoughts on James Brown or the film Get On Up, and I'll be back for more content soon there. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye, take care guys, bye bye.
It's Ollie and Sammy G in the house, talking shit, watching flicks. Sam can't sing, but he is nearly good at it. Ollie does the dancing, Sam is entrancing. Sam has added another one to the collection today. In conclusion, today has been a great day.